again.
Oh, well, so that's the end of Ben Ikra. That's the last we'll ever see of him. It was nice knowing you, Ben. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, Mukeet. Assalamu alaikum.
Well, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Mukeet. Yasmin, have you ever met Mukeet in real life?
Is this Mukeet?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Well, what's up, sister? How's it going?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Good.
Yeah, you're right. It's polygamy, not polygamy. Yeah, I was reading it online earlier. I was like, why is there an N there? But it does seem to be the way. I've always thought it's polygamy, but it's actually polygamy. Polygamy.
Where's Isa Abu Gus?
Yeah, we don't know. I was just saying to Ben, as soon as they got married, they had no time. They're not really selling this whole married concept because, look at Ben just had to run off because he might have woke his wife up. So I don't know, but I'd like to get Issa back on. I think I probably need to do. The problem is that I work till quite late. I think Issa would prefer earlier. I think he's an early bird and sleeps early, whereas I'm the opposite. But I miss having Issa on as well. It's funny.
Jordan, do you work on the weekends too, or no?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that sucks, bro.
But I did I'm looking at changing my lifestyle. I've got some things in the pipeline. But I did my stream with Hussein was at, I think, did I do it at 7 o'clock? Right. So on a Saturday, that seemed to work well. We had about 110 people watching that one. So maybe that's a good time to do it. Because on the weekend, I'm not so late. Jordan, all you do is drink coffee. Okay.
Mukeet, are you there?
What's up, sir? What up?
What is the time where you are?
It's 8 o'clock p.m. here in New York, so it's around Isha time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cold and dark and gloomy, almost like the UK.
Yeah.
All year round for us.
Yeah, right.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought New York was overrated.
It's more overrated than overrated. It's twice that. I actually agree with you, bro.
Yeah. I was expecting something different to what I saw, but it was still a great place. But I think you see it in the movies and you think, wow, it's going to be awesome. But, have you been to London?
No. I've been to Turkey. That's as far as Europe I went.
Yeah, you got plans. I remember saying you might have plans to go to England at one point. I remember you said you were going to Speaker's Corner, or have I got that right?
Yeah, no, I was planning to do it next summer after Hajj, but yeah. I don't know how long I'm going to be there. But I've got some family in London, so.
Oh, cool.
What area of London do they live? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I haven't talked to them in a while. But yeah, Jordan, when I come, you better buy me some kebabs, bro.
Yeah. You know me, every day, whatever day it is, it's kebab day. So, yeah, we will definitely do that. Definitely.
Yeah, you should also. I had a good idea for a video of yours. You should do like a commentary on the Umrah videos. The EFDawah Umrah videos. Just play that back and then do your commentary on it.
Yeah, maybe relive it. That'd be good, actually.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I watch them quite a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I haven't seen them for ages. They're really well done because when I watch them, they exactly takes me right back. Sometimes you watch a video and it's like, I didn't really capture it. Anis did a great job. He carried around this little tiny, it's almost the size of a pen. So it's not like we felt like there was a big camera. So I think it was very natural looking. And we were just walking around Medina, very normal. So I think the videos came across as very natural as opposed to, other than Issa. Issa loves the camera.
So how many oranges did you peel that day?
I got a kiss from this guy, and then I got a bag of oranges because I refused to eat the food. At the time, I look back and laugh, but at the time, I was actually almost ready to, because I think we were. I guess you know the story, but we were driven somewhere. Because they'd taken us around Medina University and stuff like that, so they thought to treat us. They were going to take us out to lunch, but it was our first day there. and it was like midnight, and they drove us. It was like something like a horror film. They drove about an hour in the desert. Like the coach went onto the sand, and then we reached this sort of house where there was like spikes on this gate, and this guy got out and opened it, and we went in. There was a horse on the right, but then we went in these old looking gates, and there was like this beautiful house, holiday home inside the middle of nowhere, and all these guys just looking at us as we went in. And we spent a good 2 hours there, and there was no food, and we're like, all right, we want to go now. And they went, no, you're not going. We went, well, yeah, we are. And they're like, no, you're not. And, obviously for them, it was a disrespect us leaving. But we were tired. We wanted to go. And Hamza was like, we're not going. No one's going to force us. But then one of them actually grabbed Hamza's arm. And that guy actually was a famous sheikh there. He's got his own books, which we didn't know anything about. We didn't even know that.
Wait, did you guys have a translator or no?
There was a bit. He wasn't doing a great job at that time because he wanted us to stay. He was like, "You guys are disrespecting them. You guys are disrespecting them." We were like, "But we want to go home. We're tired." And so I was like, in the end, they did, and I was like, "I'm not. No one's forcing me to eat." So I literally sat there, and I was hungry, so I grabbed an orange and I peeled it really angrily. I said, "I'm going to eat this orange," even though they'd gone and slaughtered. They slaughtered an animal just for us. Because I think that's why it took a bit of a time. They went actually out and slaughtered an animal and brought it back. And apparently the food was very nice, but obviously all I know was it was a good orange actually. But then I thought they were going to be angry with me when I left and be like, "You disrespectful, whatever." But the guy just laughed and gave me a bag of oranges, and they all laughed as I left. So I took the oranges back to the hotel room, and I had like 3 oranges a day.
Wait, so Jordan, why don't you climb the mountain with Vince and Hamza, Mount Hira?
Yeah, it's a poor excuse for really. I think all I remember towards the end of a trip, and maybe you'll know when you do Hajj. Oh, I don't know if you've done Umrah before. Have you done Umrah?
Yeah, but I was like 12 years old or something. I don't really remember that much.
I just remember towards the end of it being so tired that I didn't know what the time was, what day it was, because when you're just looking forward to your prayers the next time, whether it's Fajr or things like that. So and we were sleeping late, getting up early, and not really sleeping in between. We were spending a lot of time in the masjid, walking around. And by the end of the trip, with respect to Vince and Hamza, they still had the energy, but the rest of us, I don't even remember them coming to knock for me. So when I look back, I really regret it. So inshallah, if I get to go again, I'll definitely climb it, because if Hamza can climb it, I certainly can.
Yeah.
So, but Hamza the lion, he was, he had just as little sleep as all of us. Actually, the night before that, I'll add, to be fair, to give me an excuse. The night before that, I got locked out of the room, and I only had 1 hour. So I don't know if those excuses work or are they any good.
No, they don't.
But
excuses are haram, bro.
So yeah, I was the biggest loser at the end of the day, wasn't I? Look at all the oranges in the chat. Abu Portugal. God,
You have to get ready, because next time you go, you're gonna have to be carrying around Iman. You're gonna have her on your back.
I bought some oranges in Luton when I went there last. Someone in the comments was like, "Buy some oranges, buy it." And I thought, why is he asking me to buy? I didn't click. I bought a bag of oranges, and then I stood there going, now I remember.
Yasmin, have you done Umrah, sister?
No, not yet.
Looking. Inshallah. Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah. We'll do Hajj. Love to take my sister and Iman to Hajj one day.
Inshallah.
I think the food thing, the interesting is this culture thing. And to be honest, I even get frustrated now. If I go out with a group of Muslim brothers, I eat fast. And if you've got an empty plate, they just keep putting food on it. And I'm like saying, no, I'm not hungry. But you can't say you're not hungry. And it's rude not to accept food. And I just can't get my head around it. But I've said I don't stop talking.
Yeah, dude, you're part of the Ummah now, and now you gotta do like Muslim time and Muslim food and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So I've learned to eat slowly so that my plate is never empty. So, and also it's like, someone will offer you something like a date, and if you say no, they'll stand there until you take one. And I'm just like, if I don't want something, I've said I don't want it. But it's a culture difference, isn't it?
You think the brothers are bad, the sisters? They just give you food. Take it, eat. They're always just pushing food. Mashallah.
Yeah.
You know what you gotta do. You gotta fast Mondays and Thursdays. That's a great excuse for it, not to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm fasting. Stop giving me food.
Great excuse. It works for me, man.
Yeah. But I think a lot of these culture differences I found also, I've spoken about it before, I found, Mecca, amazing place, and you see the Kaaba, absolutely stunning and amazing. But when you're going around it, people are elbowing you in the back. You've got like trains of sisters. So they're all holding each other's shoulders and racing like through and bashing people out of the way. And, in England, your personal space is very important, isn't it? You don't want anyone to come near you. So I spent the whole time going around, like getting into sort of the feeling of it, and then getting barged and getting angry, and then trying to get myself back. Sabah. Next time I go, I think I'll be a bit better prepared.
Yeah, it can be a lot. Culture shock, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's so different as well.
Imagine what it's like for the sisters that don't free mix and don't spend time, and they're having to sort of go in between, big blokes and they can't help but, the contact and stuff. Imagine for them what it's like. Must be quite a tricky experience for them as well, I would imagine.
It's one thing I've thought about, actually, having to be so close. But I think,
and look, it's men wearing two towels, isn't it? So it's quite it must be quite I thought about it afterwards, because a lot of the women there were racing around, and whenever you walk near them, they kind of would dash off the other way. And obviously, for a sister who is sort of, doesn't free mix and doesn't contact other men and stuff, because some of these sisters would never have shook a man's hand or anything like that, and yet they're stuck in an environment like that. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, Jordan. You know what the crazy thing is? That was during Umrah. Can you imagine during Hajj? The amount of people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hajj time it's really, there's so many people there.
There's like 3 million there. It's the world's largest. It's the world's largest human gathering every year.
Wow. Yeah, and I don't remember there much space, and we went obviously outside of Hajj season. I don't remember there being much space. You pray next to sisters because they can't find anywhere to pray, and you can't find anywhere to pray. But it was amazing place. I mean, I remember you're no longer praying in a line, are you? You're praying around the Kaaba, which is really something else as well. You don't need to look where the Qibla is.
Yeah,
it's right in front of you.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Jordan.
Sure.
What was your expectations going into Saudi Arabia? What were your expectations?
Good point. My expectations was for the Kaaba to be, the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And I remember just thinking that it was going to be like a desert. So I remember thinking that. I also in the back of my mind remember thinking, because you hear about Saudi and you do think of, I hope I don't do anything wrong over there with, get caught or something, doing something. Not that you're doing
chopping hands off and beheading people. Yeah.
He took the apple. That wasn't me. But obviously that's all in your mind. But going out there, obviously, it is. That the hotels are all lovely and there is plenty of restaurants. It is very, I dare to say it's slightly westernized in some of the areas. But I remember Medina being my highlight more than the Kaaba, which may sound strange to most people. But I think as a revert, we don't grow up with the stories of the Kaaba. But I remember the Prophet's Mosque and Rhoda and these experiences. I just, I wish I could go back tomorrow. Whereas Mecca, I found, whilst it was amazing doing the Umrah part, I found it very busy, very overcrowded. It's amazing seeing how different types of people there are. But, it takes you an hour to get back to your hotel because you're just sardined in amongst loads of people. It's Medina is just peaceful, and I remember everyone just walking out their shops and walking to the Prophet's masjid every day, for 5 times a day, and you don't even have to look at your watch for prayer time. Everyone just follows in, and it's amazing. You go in, you've got those umbrellas, and you go into the masjid, and it's as far as you can see. It's just beautiful. And we used to get up really early so that we get to the front, because when you go right to the front, you can see sort of where the Prophet, peace upon him, used to stand and things like that. And you can, I think it's more rewards the closer you get. So for Fajr, you try and get there 45 minutes early and try and rush to the front. Hence why we didn't get much sleep out there.
Yeah, can you imagine in like both Mecca and Medina, 24/7, 365 days a year, there's always people getting up, leaving their houses, and walking towards the Prophet's mosque every day for every 5 of the prayers for the last 1,400 years. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. The other thing that was quite striking, there was like a bug infestation. Do you remember a swarm of sort of, they're all over the floor. So everywhere you're walking, you try not to step on these, I don't know what they were actually.
I think they were locusts.
Yeah, I think it was a locust thing.
Yes, I remember seeing that. There was loads of
they're everywhere, and people are just sweeping them all up. Everywhere you walk, you can crunch.
You know what's funny about that? Like, there's a lot of Islamophobic websites, right? Like, I'm not going to mention names, but there's a lot of Islamophobic websites that were using pictures of swarms of locusts at the Kaaba, and there were Christians, like evangelical Christians, saying that it was Jesus cursing the Kaaba, like the 5 plagues of Moses, with the plagues of so there's this Christian websites that were saying that it's Jesus cursing the Muslims by sending them a plague of locusts.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of that online.
Yeah,
I saw it too. Yeah.
Someone says, Jordan, what do your parents think about your conversion? Well, my mum had already had an experience with Yasmin doing it, so I guess I had it easier. It wasn't the first time one of her children had.
She's only got one left.
Yeah. Mashallah,
Mum's cool though, isn't she?
My mum accepts. I don't think my mum, if she had a choice, I think she obviously rather probably we weren't, but I think she accepts us and whatever we do. My mum supports us in whatever we chose. I think.
Yeah, we have a good mum.
Providing within the law.
Yeah. Mum's very good. MashaAllah.
Have you been forwarding her EFDawah videos or no?
I haven't. Yasmin, have you ever tried it?
I done once and I learnt my lesson and didn't do it again.
Yeah.
Mum's. You could send Mum loads of videos and give her books, but if our mum was to ever become a Muslim, it would have to be something that she she done on her own. Mum's not the kind of person to watch a video and be like, oh, okay. She's not, is she? She's very set in her ways.
Yeah.
She's set in her ways, but she's respectful.
Yeah. I think
we've never grown up and I've never heard Mum say anything bad about any religion or any race. So
no, we were certainly raised without racism and
definitely
and all that stuff. So that's why I credit my mum for a lot of what I've done, what we've done, I guess.
Someone just asked if we're related. Yeah.
Yeah. Different fathers, but growing up in the same household. So I don't think you never call yourself half sister or half brother if you've grown up.
No, I don't think I've ever just used that. No. It is just sometimes people are like, oh. I think though, I've only had a couple of times, because obviously since you become a Muslim and our relationship has improved, I show you off all the time. Oh yeah, you should see me with videos out at my sister's group. Yeah, and only a couple of times people have said, "Oh, he doesn't look foreign like you."
Yeah.
And I'll say, you know, different fathers, but no, I don't. People don't do it, do they? Come from the same mum with brother and sister.
Yeah, I think if you grow up in the same house together, probably even if you're adopted, you probably would always feel like siblings if you grow up
I was
together.
going to say, I still believe I was adopted.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was.
Ben says you look English. LOL. I'm not sure. What do you get?
Who
What
looks
do people
English?
get? You are. What doesn't Ben look? Ben looks. What was it? Armenian? Someone said.
But,
No, it's Turkish.
Turkish.
No one has ever said that I look English ever. They always think that I'm Moroccan. I've had Israeli before, Greek. Some people say Turkish. I've never had English though. Everyone says, "Oh, you sound English," but that's as far as it goes.
Do you think the hijab will make you look naturally a bit less English?
No,
I don't know.
because you see some revert sisters that are very fair, you know.
You can tell. Yeah.
Light eyes, and you can tell they're English. Emma Kayes is a perfect example. Even with the hijab, she looks English. I think it's just because I'm a bit darker. My eyes are dark. My skin's dark. I have a big Turkish nose.
Yasmin, isn't your name Emma K or no?
That was a weird dream. Everyone was like, "Who's talking? Is it Yasmin or Emma?" I can't tell.
And I didn't understand, because if you listen to Emma, you know, face to face, she's got such a... She's from Doncaster, and her accent, I don't know. I was quite offended, actually.
She's obviously spent a lot of time with you.
No, we do. We're always together, and I think you spend a lot of time with each other. You just sound similar.
Yeah, Jordan said that she would say Gus.
Yeah.
Cool. I hope I never sound like Issa.
But doesn't he say the same thing?
The day that happens, I'm coming offline.
So who's the smarter sibling? Who got better grades in class? Out of the two of you?
I was always the special one. The other two are you know, they're in my shadow.
Oh, Jordan was the one with his hair combed to the side, playing the violin.
Oh, I had to pull out the violin. Why you bring out the violin? The trolls are going to love
all of his classes, going to university, and I dropped out of school at 10. Not 10, okay? I don't think I made it past high school, you'd say, wouldn't you, in America, secondary school?
Yeah, but you accepted Islam before Jordan did, so you're smarter, right?
But
right?
In my mum's eyes, that doesn't count, so I'm still a loser.
Now everyone knows Jordan was playing violin when he was young. Hair parted to the side.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He had a hamster too, right?
Embarrassed Jordan.
Yeah, you're gonna get the far right going. Oh, it's those violinists that they convert.
Yasmin, do it. Bring it.
He was one of the kids that had his tie in his uniform right to the top. He had them big black bulky shoes. You know that all the poor kids had. Hair to the side with his violin.
sipping his British tea.
I wasn't a quote. I go home with my violin case on the bus.
And braces as well. Braces.
Oh yeah.
Braces too. He had the whole lot. Poor Jordan.
I used to graft the other kids who hadn't done the homework. Sheikh One used to play the violin. See, Sheikh One's a roadman.
What is all the money thing that pops up, by the way? Something that I always see.
If I saw Grey Dunya walking down the road with a violin case, I think I'd be suspicious. We have a Jazakallah Khair. That's Palestine, I think.
Yeah, Palestine, Ben.
Yeah, it's a super
Somebody
chat.
else earlier as well. Who was it?
Yeah, big up Palestine. She's from California.
Mashallah.
Yeah, she comes on a lot, mashallah.
Yeah, she's a good sister.
There's a brother
mashallah.
here that, is it donated 30? Wakaz Brother Workers. There was another one. So is that people that donate?
Yeah, well, the stream that the Hussein thing, I think it was like £150 at the end of it. So I said at the moment I'm just putting it all towards the Yemen. Once I reach the target, I'll put it out, and I'll maybe set up a new charity one.
Inshallah.
You should tell Hamza or Anis or something like that from EFDawah to feature your charity at the end of the videos, at the end of any EFDawah video.
Yeah, true.
I think EFDawah did promote your.
They put my video on there, but I think it didn't get a whole lot of views on there. But I think if you've got Hamza arguing, they're all going to click. And to be honest, it was a fairly boring video. It was just me. I probably could have made a more effort next time.
Yazid Ali. Oh, Grey Dunya. Is that Grey Dunya? Yazid Ali.
Grey Dunya plays the drums. That's more like.
Plays the drums.
Imagine. Yeah, snackback hat and drums.
Grey Dunya's lying. He plays the flute.
Triangle.
Triangle.
Do you remember the recorder? Everyone used to play the recorder, and everyone's doing Three Blind Mice.
Iman came home with a recorder last month from school, playing Three Blind Mice all day and all night. Oh, recorder. Do I sound good, Mum? I said, you sound brilliant.
You know when it starts to go high pitch when you mistime it and stuff.
Someone just that's good.
Mashallah, Saladin. 50
Mashallah.
knocks. I think Saladin is from Norway.
Excuse my coughing.
Yeah, he's a revert.
Yeah, I think he used to have another name. I can't remember. But I think he actually was asking to come on the EFDawah. Triangle, that's primary school. Yeah, do you remember Triangle? And what was that? What was the other stream where you literally just
another donation? Mashallah, €20, I think. Dollars. And again, mashallah, mashallah.
Morton Hire, that's it. Morton Hire.
What are you up to, Mukeet? You not at work? You on break or something?
No, I'm working, but I'm just I'm trying to learn Arabic full time. So I'm trying to on the Islamic online university. There's I think there's a Bilal Phillips or something like that. So I'm just trying to learn Arabic full time before I get to Hajj. Inshallah, either inshallah this summer or next summer. But it's like $7,000 or something like that. It's expensive as hell. Yeah. But then I'm probably gonna stay in Medina for a while to hang out with a couple family members over there.
May Allah accept it. I hope as well.
I mean,
inshallah, man, inshallah. Yeah, I was thinking about Mecca, about how a couple scholars like Hamza Yusuf, they were complaining about the big clock tower outside of the Kaaba, right? About how it kind of looks bad. It blocks the mountains and it just blocks the nature. But
when I went there, I agree with that. I remember speaking to Imran saying, "Look at that! It just doesn't look. It looks out of place."
Yeah. But how would you solve the problem? Would you have a hotel really far away? Because the amount of people that are going on Umrah and Hajj every year are increasing, right?
Yeah.
So you need more and more hotels. Like they're expanding the Kaaba area. I think every 3-4 years because there's just so many people that come on a Hajj. Right.
Would you try and maybe not light them up so much and maybe try and keep them low? I don't. It just it's got a Vegas look to it. You know what I mean? Which I kind of don't think fits in with the surroundings.
Yes, I agree. It just looks odd, out of place, like you said.
But don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. It just doesn't sort of fit when you go there. It's a bit like having a McDonald's as well, even though it was kind of like. We were really happy because me and Issa, you can't have McDonald's over here. There's everything over there: Burger King, KFC. We pigged out that trip.
How many Big Macs did you eat that day during that trip?
Yeah, we had a few. Was Issa a big tasty?
Big tasty.
What big tasty? I mean,
how many miswalks did he hand out?
Oh yeah, that was brilliant. So he would spend time, mashallah. This is actually the nature of the man. He bought some miswaks, and he would hang around outside of Makkah, the Haram. Haram. Yeah, and he would just be giving out miswaks to anyone who passes by, and then having a conversation. And he's trying to explain to them ex-EDL, and they're like, "What?" So EDL, that's where I was from, and they're like, they don't know what didn't know what he's saying, but I think a lot of them just liked, the look of him because he's, big guy speaking a different language. A lot of them were getting selfies with him and stuff like that. The rest of us were ignored, to be honest. He's got a lot of attention out there. So.
Yeah, well, he's got a big tattoo on the arm, right? So if he's wearing the two towels, right, he's going to be noticeable, right?
Yeah, he looked like a sheikh. So he'd have this big thobe on, big towels on his head. And yeah, like you said, it must be strange. He also got tattoos as well. And also, Isa, when you meet him, he's just one of those guys that lights up a room because he's always smiling. And he's just one of those lovely sort of gentle giants that you warm to, whereas me and Ben are probably a bit more miserable looking. Mind you, Ben wasn't there. Sorry, Ben, I mentioned you there. But I don't think I'm necessarily as approachable. I hear a lot of people come on here saying, "Oh, I saw you at Speaker's Corner, but didn't really want to approach you." But the Isa's different.
No, you're not very approachable. You don't give off that vibe.
Get away from me.
Yeah, well, you're tall, right? You're like 6'2" or something like that, right? It might be intimidation.
I think I think I'm taller than Isa, but Isa I'm sure he's a bigger presence. But like I say, I think he's always grinning and smiling and laughing. So he's kind of like the that lights up a party, that sort of guy. But yeah, we had fun.
You're a bit more quiet, aren't you? A bit more quiet, a bit more.
Yeah. So yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I think it was the big tear steer he had before he went to the desert, and he had to use the toilet out there. It was all linked. I remember him coming out, and I don't want to make people sick on here, but it went right through me. We couldn't laugh. He had to strip completely naked to use the toilet in the middle of the desert.
Hopefully he did wudu after that.
Yeah, well, he came out. He did come out completely soaked and he looked scared. We're like, what happened? I think the whole thing where he had to. I think he probably stayed in there a while, going, "How am I going to do this?" He probably got into all sorts of positions and then thought, "Hang on a minute. The only way this is going to happen is if I remove the robe."
he was playing Tetris with his body.
Yeah.
May Allah bless him.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's one of a kind. We are, to be honest, since he's got married, and it's probably a good thing. I think he's less active on the EFDawah group, and I don't see him on here as much. But,
wait, so both Hamza and Isa's wives are Moroccan, right? So they both speak Arabic?
Isa doesn't, and I think Hamza's learning. I think Hamza does the alphabet and a few words here and there. I think she helps him with the surahs, but I think out of all of us, I think Vince is the best. Ben is doing very well. Vince would actually help us translate stuff out there. Vince actually learned a bit 6 months before he converted to Islam, was learning Arabic. So Vince where's he from? New Jersey, not far from you. So
yeah, I looked it up. It's Vince is a 2-hour drive from me, but if Hamza's been married to his wife for 15 years, he's got no excuse to not know Arabic by now.
Yeah, you can tell him that. I'll tell him you said that.
Oh damn! It's online now. It's forever.
Yeah.
So, was your translator really bad when you went to Saudi? Was like the language barrier?
Yeah.
When you got held hostage.
Yeah, I think the translator was kind of on their side. He was like, you need to stay and eat, and we were like, can you help us out a bit here? I think he could have sat us down and goes, look, guys, because he actually was from England. he could have sat down and said, you know what, guys, this is culture. If you really need to, at least eat a little bit of food and that. But none of that happened. So we were just kind of. I honestly remember because when they grabbed Hamza, as soon as they grabbed Hamza on the arm, I started looking around if there were sticks or rocks somewhere. So I was like, "This is going to kick off." But yeah, luckily nothing like that happened. To be honest, it wouldn't have ended too well for us. We were outnumbered. Jordan doesn't look like a copper. He's too nice to be one.
You do look like a copper. There you go. I said it.
I get people
live on YouTube.
Every time Jedi walks past me, he's kind of like he's a bit like looks like he's not quite sure, and then he's like, "You move like a Fed."
Yeah, that's why people weren't approaching you today at Luton. MI5 did.
I often think, even if I look like a Fed, so what? Even if I was a Fed, unless you got something to hide, it's
It's only people doing illegal things that are going to worry about that. So
fedophobia. Yeah, fedophobia. I should probably apply for the job with all these comments.
You know what I think it is when you most look like a copper.
Is it the North Bay Chile?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
If I borrowed some of Grey Dunya's clothes, I wouldn't look like one. Maybe that's what I need. Grey Dunya, sort me out with an outfit.
What does Grey Dunya wear?
Grey Dunya's the roadman.
So anything in JD?
I don't know.
Sorry, Grey Dunya.
No, I think he's a designer roadman. He's probably more Armani.
Right, designer roadman.
Yeah.
Right. Are we talking Wembley Market designer or proper designer? Kosher.
I'll try and have a closer look next time. I'll try and
see if it's two G's or a G and a C.
Yeah. It's hard to get close to him at the park though, because he's normally on a bike and he's sort of zoomed around. And then when Raj is there, he chases him. And Grey Dunya's often got half of his face covered, so you have to sort of look a bit closer to find out. Normally, you tell by the voice whether it's him or not.
Big up Grey Dunya.
Yeah. He's a good brother, Grey Dunya. He's really good.
Yeah, big up the roadman. Big up Hussein from Streeter Dean.
Yeah. Hussein was. I really enjoyed his stream, and I contacted him today, and we're going to do some more streams.
It's a very good stream, mashallah.
Yeah.
I managed to get through it all. I wasn't in the comments, but I was listening. Very long stream.
Yeah, it was, and then we ended up on Raspek's show towards the end, talking about Sarah
Oh,
Gold.
really?
so
Right.
Yeah, well, Raspek and Hussein, I think, used to get on fairly well. Well, I think also Hussein made a comment during the stream, which Raspek heard. I think he said, listen to. He said Raspek's good, but don't listen to him when he talks about Islam or something like that. But I think Hussein and Raspek go back to the early days of Speaker's Corner, don't they? And Hussein is actually someone that is obviously, whilst he's a Muslim, and similar to Issa from Pony, they're for black betterment, but there's nothing anti-white about them. And I think Raspek's in that same ilk as well. Whereas I don't necessarily sense that from some of the other speakers down there. Each to their own. Let's see what the chat's saying.
It's good to be like that, though. Black betterment, but not being anti-white. It's very important because there's some serious issues. Obviously, the brother discussed them.
It's a fine line, isn't it? Because you can understand why a black person may hold, when they say the white man, talking about, perhaps the establishment of or the elite have put them in a position in society where they are less off, and there are still repercussions now. But I think any sensible person should at least not hold sort of newer generations responsible, or have a sort of a hate towards a whole people. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Wakas Ahmed says, "Her Dari Egan YouTube kanal." Grey Dunya says, what did man like Grey Dunya say?
See Palestine's comment.
Designer clothes is fitna.
Blazing Heat told us to see Palestine's comment. Which comment, Jordan?
Blazing Heat not possible. I just wait until I'm married. It may never.
What comment, Blazing Heat? The one about the wedding?
I'm reading it. Yeah, it's Blazing Heat not possible. I just feel I wait until I am married. It may never happen. I wouldn't do Umrah because it's forbidden. But they don't check, and I can just walk.
No, I don't think he means that comment.
Jordan M. James Jones wants to talk to you.
James Jones.
Man like James Jones.
Oh, about women visiting. Let me have a look. Blazing Heat, KSA is now open to everyone. Women like myself who can't take her elderly father wants to visit so badly. What do I do? I mean, I can now as a Canadian, born citizen and American too. Wants to visit so badly.
All right, should we go for another 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And then,
KSA, am I missing something here? What's KSA?
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
South Africa?
Okay. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, right. No, I knew that. It's now open to everyone. So the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is now open to everyone. Women like myself who can't take her elderly father wants to visit so badly. What do I do? I mean, I can now... So... So, right, you're talking about going on your own. I misread the comment that you want to take your elderly father.
Don't go to Umrah. The money you spend goes to war against Muslims.
Palestine,
Sister,
do you have any brothers? Sorry, Mukeet.
No, but I'm saying if she wants to take her elderly dad to Saudi Arabia, wouldn't her dad count as her mahram? Like,
no, she can't take her elderly father.
Oh, she can. Okay.
Basically, yeah, there's no one to go with. Yes, I want to go to Medina and Mecca, but I don't know what the rulings are. Do you have any brothers?
Or cousins?
Cousins? Can you go with cousins?
I think so, right?
They're not mahram, right? Cousins?
I don't know.
No, cousins are... In Islam, it's permissible to marry your cousin, isn't it? So they're not mahram.
Yeah, but aren't there specific like sister groups that can go together? You know?
Yes, I was going to say there is definitely groups of sisters that go. I've heard it being discussed at the masjid.
Is that something we could help her with, maybe?
In what do you mean? In what way?
We know people that can go with her.
Right. Okay.
Hamza.
No, definitely. No, they're not. We can marry them. Yes. Sorry. No, I'm reading the comment. Yeah. No, there's definitely groups that go. Sisters, definitely. You all put money in and you pay together and you go as a group. Or when you're married, inshallah.
He's a son-in-law mahram.
Son-in-law? No. Wait. No. No. Is it father, grandfather, uncles, obviously sons?
I'm pretty sure that there's entire groups of sisters or sisters, only sisters, that go together that travel to Mecca and Medina for Umrah. Like there's a sister there's a sister called Aisha. She's got a channel called the Scottish Revert Teacher. And Yasmin, have you heard of her?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, the Scottish Revert Teacher. She's a revert from I think Scotland. But she went with a group, her mom and 3 or 4 other sisters. So I think it's possible. Anyway, may Allah make it easy for you, Faustine.
Is his son-in-law Mehram? I'll have to research that.
Oh, yeah, I've got it here. My revert story, from the Scottish Revert Teacher.
Yeah, Jordan, she's got some great spoken word poetry on her channel too.
Yasmin B, yeah, you can't marry your son-in-law. Well, no, obviously you can't marry your son-in-law if they're married to your child, but.
Oh, and Jordan, check out Lauren Booth. I think the other stream everyone was telling you about Lauren Booth. Tony Blair's sister-in-law.
You got a YouTube channel?
I don't think she has a YouTube channel, but there's a bunch of videos about her on YouTube about her revert story, Palestine, and she does like kind of like a play or something. She goes around London with a play about her revert story. And then there's another group called the Two White Muslims that everyone wanted you to check out and invite on.
Let's have a look at them now. Two White Muslims.
You know it's late. I was just about to say, this is how you know I need to go to bed. Well, you could marry your son-in-law if he wasn't married to your child. Then he wouldn't be your son-in-law, would he? Yasmin, go to sleep. Yasmin, go to sleep.
Have a look at these Two White Muslims. Have you seen the Two White Muslims, Yasmin?
No.
Let me show you. I can share the screen and actually play it. Let me have a look.
Yasmin, what time is it over there?
It is 1:40 a.m.
Damn.
Yes.
Can you guys see the stream?
No.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, I can't.
There you go. This is the two Understanding Islam with the Two White Muslims. It's 1 minute and 40 seconds. Let's check them out.
Hello and welcome. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mohammed Yusuf. And I'm Junaid Rahim. And we are the Two White Muslims, working closely with our colleague Kausa Tai. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We created a 21 video playlist. This playlist tells you everything you ever wanted to know about Islam and the Muslim culture, but couldn't be bothered to ask. Here's a quick example of what you can expect to see. Prayer is very important to Muslims, and there are 5 daily
6 Muslim women have appeared on the Forbes 100 most powerful women list. According to Forbes,
the term holy war does not exist within the Islamic and many Muslims have positively contributed to the UK economy and to the UK society. Islam is the religion practiced by over 1.6 billion people worldwide. When you use the words Muslims and Islam, tell me, what's the difference? It is the largest annual gathering of people in the world, and it demonstrates the solidarity of the Muslim faith throughout the ages until the day of judgment. Muslims believe that God Allah sent different messages to humanity throughout the ages, all with similar teachings, confirming the belief of the oneness of God. We'll also be adding content on a regular basis, so hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can be the first to view the new videos.
Hit subscribe and join the team.
Subscribe so you don't miss anything, and then hit share so we can all be part of spreading this message. Thank you for your support and enjoy the channel.
That looks very positive.
Yeah, they're basically reverts. They've got a couple of videos with Lauren Booth and a couple other people going around London doing dawah.
I knew one of the two would be Ginger. Mashallah. The Gingers are blessed. John
Yes,
Fontaine.
sir.
No, it's not John Fontaine.
It looks like him, though, kind of, right?
Yeah, it does. The other one's got a Jordan M beard.
It's pasted on.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to probably go to bed then, guys. So, yeah, it's been a nice chilled out stream. Thanks for coming on. You guys there?
Yeah, assalamu alaikum, Jordan and Yasmin.
Walaikum salam, bro.
Good night, bro.
Good night. Yasmin, you there?